It's possible you will be seeing some after-hours action on the NSE futures and options. We have confirmed now that NSE is indeed planning to begin trading in their derivative segment from 6 to 9 p.m. There's a proposal that's gone. It's awaiting SEBI's approval. Niraj, good idea, bad idea? What has been the response so far?
Well, from people who support it, I've heard wow. From people who don't support it, I've heard, okay, oh my God, what's happening? But factually, okay. So the argument that because Indian markets are now so globally linked, and if the globe is undergoing some transition, particularly the West, which is operating in that time band, should Indian traders and normal traders, local traders, have the option of trading the Nifty instead of 9:15 the next morning or 9 to 9:08 the next morning, that previous evening? Does that argument have merit? Probably it does. Is the infrastructure completely ready for something like this? Well, it can be managed per se by brokers as well, but perennially the problem, Tamanna, has been that, or the argument has been that, how will, I mean, the Indian markets start early in the morning, stay up till 3:30, so on, and run till 3:30, and now if there's extension, and if it's not just an index extension, which I believe it will be, then how will the infrastructure cope up, both employee infrastructure as well as otherwise, and the costs for something like this? But that small aspect notwithstanding, is there merit to the argument that people should get a chance to probably trade? Yes, but are we prepared for such an extended trading day? Difficult to say.
To my mind, it also reflects the kind of interest in this segment of the market in F&O. Those volumes have been massive, the participation has been much wider, and the interest has been there. My only question is that are there enough parallels globally for to justify the kind of volumes that are expected? Are there no options right now, Gift City, etc., that we needed this? And will this then eventually logically extend to actually the underlying assets as well, that you trade on the NSE as well in after hours?
Now, for the longest time, we haven't quite seen the move happen beyond the index. So, to think that the move like this starting off and very quickly moving into underlying trades happening, and therefore the stock trading also happening, I would presume it's a bit far-fetched. We probably a few, I don't want to define a time period, but some time away from that.
Yeah.
So it's just probably the index. And is that a good enough option to start with and test waters? Yes. The most widely traded instrument, if you will, Nifty futures, Nifty options. Start with that, see how it goes, test it for a period of time, see the participation, see the volumes, which I believe would be good, and then figure out. I mean, it's the same argument, right? That years ago, when the market started at 9:55 a.m. and eventually it came to 9, and we was like, yeah, how will the volumes come about? But we've seen that, and there's no dearth of volumes per se, especially in the futures and options side in India now.
Yeah.
So I believe volumes will not be a problem. I know there are comments which are saying that volumes will not get built up, etc., and costs will only go up. I don't really think volumes will be an issue. The markets are open, trading will happen.
When I was looking through all of the social media kind of responses,
what did you see?
Very interesting theme that I saw is people saying that now those who are hooked to F&O trading have more hours. So either more hours to make or lose money, depending on which way
somebody will lose. That's the nature of the instrument. Yeah.
So there definitely will be a lot of interest out there, and the kind of participation we've seen, especially post-pandemic, will justify the volumes. The question is, what does it do to the infrastructure? Like you said, costs will go up. You'll meet second shifts at brokerages.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, more infrastructure and all of that. But I think in a world which is so linked, and we're in a city that never sleeps, it will all work out at the end of it.
Yeah, I mean, there's also a utopian world argument. What happens to mental balances and work hours, etc. That's a completely separate argument. It can go on forever. But purely from accessibility and an instrument being available, which is available to a select few now being available to everybody else, is also an argument that I've heard from a proponent of this, and not the exchange, by the way, somebody else who's a proponent, and many people who are proponents, they say that they are actually very happy with this happening.
So tell us what you think. Tell us what you think. Tell us if you think this is a good idea, this is a bad idea. How excited are you about it? Are you ready to partake? And also, just to underline that this is right now at proposal stage. It's not like it's going to happen tomorrow or day after.
Yeah.
But we do have confirmation from NSE that it is in the works. We'll have to wait and see how it goes.
Most certainly. And just a quick update before we wrap up. The PQ Prime WhatsApp channel, if you will,
Yeah.
is live on WhatsApp, and our interaction that our colleague Sajid will be having with the NSE will be updated a bit later on. So if you're not on that, you might want to get in and get some key updates during the course of the day.
Find us, click on follow, and you can get all of our updates right in your WhatsApp.
Thanks for tuning in.